Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. And you know why I'm here. I'm here because I want you to wake up out of this deep sleep, out of this nightmare that human beings are living. I'm speaking to you, but I'm speaking to all of you. I'm speaking to you because what you are living is someone else's dream, and it is not yours. I want you to know that there is a power that you cannot see. See, right now, what you recognize is this: a group of people who does not believe in an invisible God. They say, if I can't see it, it does not exist. And so, just accepting the fact that God does not exist, they assume the power of becoming God. And they feel that they are the ones to rule because they are the one that has made the distinction. They are the one that see it. You, the rest of us, the rest of the human race, were too dumb to see it. Now, being God, that makes them in control of everything. And where any opposition to that control exists, they have to bring it under their control, which means there are no limits. They will do whatever it takes. Now we have the systems of government that comes from that philosophy spread all over the globe. And all over the globe, you got variations of what I just got to say. And you got people who represent the other part of the population. They didn't see it. And if they did, they didn't go at it like this. So that made them, according to the others who did, weaker. And because they were weaker, they were supposed to be controlled and manipulated. And they were talked to as that. They were treated as that. And they, not knowing any better, just accepted the fact. Well, one way gets this kind of treatment, another way gets this kind of treatment. So they went all the way from those who decided to take power all the way down in every angle, every position, until they got to slavery. Some of them allowed themselves to be in that position. Others were put in that position. And this is the way of human beings living on earth, ladies and gentlemen, my sisters and brothers, my Christian friends, and everybody else. But there came a man on earth by the power that is responsible for all existence, allowed one to come on the earth, to live on earth just like we do, but truly had the faith, truly was one with God, meaning that well aware that God exists, well aware what God's character is, and made of that same stuff, came down here because he saw that there were those that would oppress, and there were the rest who would go unto that bondage. To live amongst those kind of people and walk according to the truth of life. And the truth of life was to live in such a way that the same freedom that you see this one expressing is the same freedom that you have available to you once you wake up. And he did all kinds of miraculous things, they say. Laid hands on the sick, they recovered. Mud on the eyes of the blind, they became to see. Dumb, mute, dead, worked all kind of miracles. And then, as good as he was, as bad as the systems of the world are, by exercising their might, power, killing folks, they killed him. And he went to the cross, knowing that his way is the way that he showed us. You've seen me do it all, but you don't have to live here. Let me show you something. They took him to the cross, they killed him, they put him and buried him. 3 days later, which is they'll be celebrating tomorrow, he supposedly arose from the dead. Whoops. And say, hey, look at me. Went amongst the people and walked amongst the people for a period of time. And they saw. He said to them, You don't have to take it. Stand up for what's right, and right will win. And if right gets chased out because the world is too evil for righteousness to exist, then that's just the way it is. Come on out. You don't have to, you're not living in hell for your benefit. You're living in hell for their benefit. And if they don't want the benefit, they will kill you. And so then that's the way it is. But I thought about that because today I heard that the president of the United States is asking for $1.5 trillion to build the military up, to make it the baddest machine, baddest gunslinger, the baddest gunsmoke ever to walk the face of the earth. Nobody, no power on the face of the earth would dare challenge this mighty, mighty, mighty Goliath. And in the process of doing that, millions died from a lack of health care, from a lack of food, from a lack of adequate housing. All of the things that God prepared that we enjoy as human beings on the face of the earth have been robbed by those who will rob you from you, who will allow it to happen. You see, there are three things that you can do when you are dissatisfied. You can either join with it or you can fight against it. I mean, literally, fight against it. Little David fighting against the big powers that be, and to make the best man win. You can literally do that. That's your choice. Or you can just not fight. You can just take it, knowing that one day someone will come, not you. Someone will come and defend you. Someone will come and do what has got to be done for you so that you can really live. Or you can do what has never been tried before. Try God. Listen to God. Listen. And I'm not talking everybody listen to God as I see God. I'm telling you to listen to God as you see God, but recognize what God truly is. If God loves you, then what would make God not love another? God made you and made the other. So if God is for you, and God is, then God is also for another. Or should we say the other? And God is. And as you walk through this life, you know that God loves you. And so everything that you are doing in this life is God using you to benefit one another so that each of you may experience heaven. Well, I wanted to say that to you because there are people who are willing to give that president a $1.5 trillion, knowing that people would suffer like everything. And I do know, as the president knows, and as most of you know, that when it comes down to somebody tricking you, telling you that you got something to be afraid of, and this right here is going to save you, you give in because you are so afraid to die. And you're so afraid to die because you're just that far away from God. And that truly is not your fault. I mean, God has sent people here to tell you, to wake you up, and they've been murdered, and you didn't catch the message. So evil won, and you just didn't get the message. So that means you got to go through some more stuff. And maybe you'll learn this time, maybe you won't. Someone said there was a time when people didn't learn, and they had a flood that came in, see if they could make them equal stuff happen. But I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, none of you want to suffer. None of you. And every last one of you want to be satisfied. And all of the resources on this earth are free from a power that we cannot see. But they are here. And we all need of those resources. And we each have a want or a desire for those resources to do the things that those resources are used for. And the only way that I can see, now you might see another way, that each of us can come out here satisfied is each of us engage ourselves in the process of making sure that we never run out of anything that we, the people, have decided is essentially necessary. We get busy, choose what we love doing and do it, and utilize those resources as long as that invisible power supply them. We are here using our imagination to grow, to develop, and see that the heaven today was just a heaven that was just waiting for to be progressed onto a different and more wonderful heaven. So wake up, everybody. Wake up and let us take care of business. Wake up. Let us stop walking according to darkness. Wake up. Stop trying to be better than someone else. Wake up. Realize that anybody's lower than you, they need your help. Wake up. Wake up. And know that it's not just your individual help to an individual person, though it is, but the greater is to treat the whole as one. And you come together as one, for one. So I think maybe you might have got a little out of that. I hope so. Anyway, until next time, may the marker say goodbye for now.